My dear community, welcome to my channel. My name is Wei-Jen, and I help people to attract their desirable lifestyle and love by expanding awareness, self-love, and energy vibration. Today's topic that I want to talk about is discovering your love and lifestyle by nurturing your inner self. I found that this is a very crucial part since I started my spiritual awakening and the personal transformation journey. Because if I don't know what is my love language, how or the ways that I love, the ways that I nurture myself to love myself, it's gonna be challenged to be in this journey and to grow. And also it's going to be challenged to understand and to have a better, happier, and healthier relationship with another human being because we don't know ourselves well enough. So there are two parts that I want to talk about today. The first part is that discovering your love language. For some of you may or may not know, there is primary 5 different languages. The first one, I believe, is physical touch. And, that is something that I noticed that a lot of men, that is their primary love language. They feel so much love and so connected by having some, sort of physical touch with another human being. Now, the next thing I believe is a quality time, which is my primary dominant love language. So instead of spending quantity time, right? Lots of time with friends and family, and including me, myself alone, I would rather to spend quality time. That can look like, making the plans and, knowing what am I gonna do during that quality time with myself or with another human being, and knowing what is my purpose of spending this quality time, right? Knowing why am I doing this? What's the purpose? And it can be something very ordinary, or it can be something that's very, flashy or luxury. So that is quality time. Now, the third one I believe is words of affirmation. Some people, they feel so loved when they get to hear other people tell them, some nice thing, that can also include compliments. They feel really loved and connected through words of affirmation. Now, I think, so we discovered 3 different love language. The fourth one, I believe, is acts of service. And that can look like, someone, help you to open the door, or your partner help you to pay for the bill, or they give you a reminder, a friendly reminder that, don't forget to do this or that. So those like small gestures makes another person feel that they are being cared and they're being loved. Okay, so that is acts of service. Last but not least, the 5th love language is receiving gifts. And this used to be my primary love language because the way that I grew up, because the way that my parents, they taught me. So I used to feel so much loved and care and so happy. It makes me feel so happy when I receive, gifts, material from other people, and especially from my romantic partner. But I feel throughout, the years, different life stage and the phase, my love language has shifted and has changed. And so, here is another point that I want to talk about is that I really believe that we all have our primary love language. And our love language is a combination of these 5. It's just a matter of, which one is more than the other. So I have those 5 love language, but my first primary dominant love language is actually today is quality time rather than quantity time. And then I think the next one, the next dominant love language to me is, I believe, is words of affirmation, because I really believe that, words has power to inspire us in either in a good way or in a bad way. And it's a wonderful tool to remind myself, how much I am loved, I am lovable, and I'm loving. So words of affirmation is also quite important to me too. Now, moving on to talking about the benefits of knowing, understanding these 5 primary love language. They can give us an opportunity to cultivate a healthier, better, and happier relationship with ourselves. Here is another thing. I am a firm believer that regardless gender, age, class, ethnicities, we all have that part of us, that our inner child is living within us and is gonna live with us forever. And for sure, I guarantee you that our inner child, they also have their own love language. So when we understand our love language, those 5 love language, which one is our, primary dominant, we have a better chance to create and to fulfill our inner child that, is living with us, their love language. And then also we have a better skill to fulfill the other aspects of ourself, their love language. There's an emotional self, there's an intellect self, there is a body, physical, because our body, is doing so much for us every day in order to keep us survive and alive. So don't forget to appreciate your body. Your body has done so much for you every single day to keep you stay healthy, to keep you, be able to work things or do things and function, normal or better. So, body also has its own love language as well. And that is the whole thing that, overall, if you zoom out, that is the whole different parts. When you zoom out, you get to see this whole different parts. They're all, putting together. And then that's how you overall generate or cultivate a better relationship with yourself. When we understand these love language to have a better relationship with ourselves, knowing how to nurture our inner self, we also create a better chance to have a happy, healthy relationship with another human being. And we also get to observe and understand another person, their love language, their inner child's love language as well. So that is my point of, why it's so crucial to understand, our love language and how to nurturing ourselves. So when we become really good at it, we get to have, a better relationship with another human being. Now, the next part that I want to move forward is discovering your lifestyle. And I remember when in the beginning of my personal transformation journey, while I was, searching what was my desirable lifestyle, I experiment by putting myself into a different scenario, different environment, and meeting different type of people. And so sometimes I remember I would, take myself to the museum to see, how do I feel about, being in an artistic environment. And then that's one way to find out your desirable lifestyle. Some people, they also enjoy and, their lifestyle is that living in a very busy and fast-paced, environment. That is their lifestyle. Some people, they prefer having more quiet and slower paced lifestyle. Some people, they prefer to have minimalism lifestyle. And then there is also a very luxury lifestyle, very fine lifestyle. You name it. And I believe that's also, change through different stage, different phase in our life. So when you put yourself in a different kind of environment and being surrounded by different type of people, you get a chance to absorb and to observe, and then also to, to open up your worldview, right? You naturally would, have a clue, what kind of lifestyle you probably would prefer to have, or at least you're interested in getting, getting better with that certain type of lifestyle. And then the next thing that I did in my beginning, personal transformation journey, after I absorbed and then I experimented different, type of lifestyle and environment, is that I created this vision board. And this vision board, you can create it, on your own, by, searching some pictures or photos, or come up with some words that you feel so related, so resonated with, and it makes you feel so empowered. So it can be a words like abundance or motivation or gratitude or grateful, those kind of words, or self-empowerment. That's also another word that I found that sometimes I feel very related with. And so I'll put those words or photos on the vision board and just, put somewhere that you can see it every day. And eventually, at some point, the vision board helps me. The next thing is that it gives me started to have this, sense of what is my goal? Like, what is my short-term goal and the long-term goal? How do I want to become, and where do I want to be in the next year or next 5 years? And, as a short-term goal, or where do I want to become or end it, in the next 10 years, professionally and personally. And so that is what the version board did to me, is that it gave me an opportunity to question myself. Where do I want to become? What do I need to do? And how can I get from point A, which is what I call the current 3D reality, to that future where I want to be, right? And then so when I have that goal, right, the next thing is that I get to have this opportunity to meditate with those goals and those things that I put on my vision board. I get to train my body to feel those feelings, even those events may not, have not happened yet, but emotionally and energetically, I get to train my body and my mind to feel those good feelings ahead of the time. So, I can avoid ended up, trying to work so hard and always, chasing those goals that I put on my vision board. And then in the end, I got burned out, or I realized, I am not feeling the way that I wanted to feel, or I thought I would feel those feelings once I achieved those goals, right? So that's another thing that I want to point it out here, is that instead of working so hard, taking a massive actions, don't get me wrong, actions also are crucial, but instead of working and ignore our bodies, our intellect, our inner child, our emotional self, and then not nurturing them, just purely working so hard and in order to get the outcome, and then feeling the good feelings, or may not be a good feelings, because maybe in the end you feel burned out or feel very empty or disconnected, right? I would like to invite myself, and I hope you are also willing to take my invitation, is that how about we feel those feelings that we want to feel ahead of the time, even before it becomes a reality. Then take those good feelings consciously and consistently with our action. So when I have those good feelings, my body remembers those good feelings as I was meditate, right? Then those good feelings will eventually lead me to take the action. And so I get to do, things that will bring me passion, things that will bring me happy, serenity, and the things that will bring me peace, right? So those are the actions that I would take. once I create this, feeling with me, energy, good energy with me, right? I will take the action. And then guess what? The outcome becomes the byproduct. The outcome could seem like, I maybe make some extra, income through those good feelings and the effort that I make, the action that I take, right? So the outcome becomes a byproduct. And I think that is something that I didn't know, and I was doing the opposite before I started my spiritual awakening journey. And so that is something that I want to share with you guys. So meditation, create your vision board, and then also experimenting, different environment and then with different types of people to discover, what kind of potential lifestyle you may be interested or you maybe want to, create for your future, right? Those will be the things that really help you to attract the lifestyle and love you desire to have. Because without experimenting, without understanding, love languages, it's gonna be really challenged to just do it but not knowing or not understanding why you're doing it, right? And so you ended up, you're being blind, while you're doing stuff. So that is the things that I want to share with you today. I hope that you find that this video is very valuable and insightful to you. If you really like this video, please like my video and then also leave a comment because I would love to hear your feedback. And even more than that, please subscribe my channel and even share this video with other people who, is currently looking for ways to start their personal transformation and spiritual awakening journey. Now, if you want to if you want to dive deeper into a personal transformation journey, you can always, book a free 30 minutes discovery call to find out whether or not working with me is a right fit for you. I'm always here to help, and I always love helping people because when I get to help and serve others, I also get to serve me and heal myself as well. Thank you so much for spending your time watching my video, and I wish you have a fabulous day. Namaste.